Alright, the first inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Eye cover sleep mask to help you sleep better at night. If you watch any of my other videos, you know I'm a firm believer in getting a good night's sleep. If we don't get a good night's sleep, it doesn't matter if we have the best laid out plan, it will all fall to the wayside because we'll be like a walking zombie. And one of my favorite best buys that has helped me to get a good night's sleep has been this $10 eye cover. If you want the specific item I'm covering in this video, I'll have a link in the description below. But to be honest, any decent eye cover should work. Studies have shown that even the smallest amount of light can affect our sleep. Thus, one of the best ways to block out light are eye cover sleep masks. I have one for home and one for when I'm on the road as well. They also give these away free if you ever fly internationally. I have a bunch collected for backup in case I lose the ones I have. The number 2 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Clear shoe bins. These are one of my most favorite organization tools. I grabbed these from the Container Store because they sell them in bulk for a discounted price, but you can get them from Amazon as well for around $2 each. What I love about these containers is how versatile they are. Because they're clear, not only can you see what you have in them, they stack very well. Also, as your life stage changes, you can easily swap out what you decide to keep in them. Because my kids are fairly young, these are great right now for organizing their small toys, but as they get older, I'm sure other items will fit into these as well. I also use them to organize my camera gear and other small accessories that I have a hard time finding a home for. I see a lot of home organization solutions that are custom made for different items. A toy bin for Legos, color pencil organizer, a container for nuts and bolts. They're nice, but they're too custom and not flexible enough for reality. What happens if your kids grow out of their Lego toys? The storage solution is no longer relevant. That's why I love these clear shoe bins. No need to go out and buy a new storage option whenever life changes. The number 3 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Smartphone case and screen protectors. You can buy a decent smartphone case for less than $15 and a good screen protector for less than $10. I don't know how many times I was so glad I had a phone case and a screen protector for my iPhone. Especially more so when my kids were very young and would throw my phone around like they were dolls. $10 to $15 to protect your $1,000 investment is a no-brainer in my book. The number 4 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. In the theme of home organization, travel cable organizer. This travel cable organizer I got from Amazon for about $15. I'm sure we all have more cables than we all like to admit. USB-C, micro HDMI, Apple Lightning cable, etc. And when we're traveling, it gets especially cumbersome to try to remember what cables we need. Also, if we don't have extras, we have to unplug the ones we have at home to take them on the road. That's why I love these inexpensive travel cable organizers. I always have a set of extra cables and a charging brick in this organizer and in my bag at all times. When I'm about to head out to a coffee shop or on a trip with the family, the last thing I want to worry about are what cables I need. In the spirit of inexpensive things that add value, please note I created a free 1-page companion PDF guide to go along with this video. Pretty much everything I'm covering here in a simple to digest 1-page format for all you nerds out there. I know how much some of you guys like to see things visually as well as hearing them. Also, it's free, so why not, right? So if you'd like a free copy of this PDF, please go to the link I'll have in the description below. The number 5 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Glass meal prep containers. These are one of my most favorite kitchen tools. I shared that in my other videos before, but I like to prepare the majority of my meals ahead of time. Most often, they're not anything fancy. A simple combination of brown rice, broccoli, and chicken. But because I batch produce them 30 at a time, I need to freeze them if I want them to last. And I have to microwave them when I'm ready to eat. These glass prep containers work perfectly for those needs. They freeze well and also work well in the microwave. Make sure to remove the lid before you put in the microwave though. Also, they're pretty affordable given when you buy them in bulk, you should be able to get them for around $4 each. And as long as you take care of them, they should last you many years. I had mine for close to 10 years, and as long as I continue to take care of them, I see them lasting under 10 years. The number 6 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. In the theme of better sleep, earplugs. You can buy a whole container of them for less than $20. As I've gotten older, I'm a lot more sensitive to both light and noise, so I have to proactively try to eliminate them if I want to get a good night's sleep. Even the slightest noise, like the neighborhood dog barking or a loud car passing by in the middle of the night, can knock me out of my REM cycle. So I have to actively work to minimize those noise interruptions, and these earplugs do wonders for reducing noise. Now, they're not going to completely eliminate all noise, because I doubt there are earplugs that do that. However, every bit helps, and for a nickel a piece, why not, right? The number 7 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. My visor. Here is my $15 Nike visor. Now, a lot of you guys comment on my hair. Yes, I know, I have ridiculously amazing hair. Hey, a man's gotta have something to fall back on, right? So what do I do when I'm outside and the sun is glaring into my eye? Do I cover up my amazing hair with a hat? No way. I use a $15 visor. No, they're not just for golfers. They're for everyday people who want to not only shield their eyes, but show off their ridiculously amazing hair. Continuing the spirit of inexpensive things, do you know what else is inexpensive but provide amazing value? Quality information. Thus, I highly recommend you check out Shortform if you haven't yet. Shortform is one of my favorite platforms that produce super high quality guides to nonfiction books. One of the best ways to set ourselves up for success in the future is to constantly level up our knowledge, and Shortform is a great tool to help you do just that. You can not only discover new books, but get deeper insights about some of your favorite books. I especially love how it's so easily accessible via my computer, phone, or tablet. They even have an audio version I can listen to while working out or driving, making it super easy to always be consuming the best information content to upgrade my life. Join through my special link today and get a free trial of unlimited access to Shortform, plus an additional $20 discount on the annual subscription. It's not only a great way to level up your knowledge, but a great way to support this channel as well if you use my link below. Alright, with that said, let's get back to the video. The number 8 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Storage baskets. These are another one of my favorite organization tools. If you buy them in bulk, you should be able to grab them for $3 to $5 each. What I like to do is buy multiple identical ones so I can interchange them like clear shoe bins. Right now, these baskets are used to organize kids' socks and clothes, but as they get older, I can repurpose them for something else. For example here, I use the same size buckets to organize our extra soap, medicine, and travel items. And let's say we use up all the soap. Not a problem. I can easily repurpose a basket for something else by relabeling it. Because our lives are constantly changing, I believe it's very important to invest in items that can easily adjust with the changing times. The number 9 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Under the pillow alarm clock. I use this $15 under the pillow alarm clock. This one is especially helpful if you share a bed with someone. What do you do if you want to set an alarm clock, but you don't want to wake up your partner? Only if there was an alarm clock that you could place under your pillow and it vibrates so only you wake up without disturbing your partner. Well, this one will do that for you. It also works great if you don't want to have any digital devices in your bedroom. One of the biggest culprits to getting a good night's sleep are our digital devices like our phones. How often do we catch ourselves scrolling the phone in our bed until 2 a.m. We kick ourselves for not having slept sooner? Well, I say eliminate that temptation by replacing our phones with a simple alarm clock like this. The number 10 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Mason jars. This is another one of my favorite kitchen tools. These you should be able to grab for no more than $5 each if you buy them in bulk. In addition to my pre-made meals, I also like to make green smoothies to go along with my lunch every day. We all know we need more greens in our lives, but it's hard to do. I mean, how many of us can honestly say we love eating spinach and kale, especially if they're not seasoned or prepared? So what I like to do is remove the friction of consuming greens by blending them. I take a whole bunch of green mix and blend them together with pineapple. This combination I have found, with much trial and error, produces the best taste. And when you store them in these mason jars, they store fairly well. And like any glass containers, as long as you take care of them, they should last you many, many years. The number 11 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Silicone wedding rings. I'm actually wearing one right now. When my wife and I got married over 12 years ago, one of the key symbols of our marriage were our wedding rings. My wife's diamond ring and my metallic one. But my original metal ring was quite expensive and I was always scared I'd lose them somewhere. So what I did was get these $3 silicone wedding rings for everyday use. Mine came in a packet of 4 and all different colors. I've been wearing them for many years now, and I gotta say, not only am I not afraid of losing them, it's actually a lot more comfortable. The number 12 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Lazy Susan organizer. If you can guess by now, you can see I love home organization. Thus, another inexpensive tool that I love are these $15 to $20 Lazy Susan organizers. Oh, there's so much that you can do with these. Not only do I have them in my fridge, but also in my kitchen cabinet and pretty much anywhere I can fit them in. It's always a pain trying to reach into the back of a cabinet. Not only do you forget what you have, it's not the most optimal use of space. With these inexpensive Lazy Susan organizers, you not only make your life easier by not having to reach deep, but you're using all the available cabinet space really well. Number 13 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Clip-on book light. An affordable book light should cost you no more than $10. Reading is a lifelong habit that will pay dividends. Not only are you expanding your mind with new knowledge, but when you read, your brain is actually growing, which will enable you to get better at your job and hopefully lead to higher pay in the future. What I like to do is read before I go to sleep. I do own a Kindle Paperwhite, but sometimes I just want to read from a physical hardback. And a great tool to help me read at night are these $10 clip-on book lights. You should be able to install them on any bed headboard and they'll remind you to read whenever you see them. I like them so much, I not only have them for myself, but for my wife and my kids as well. The number 14 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Index cards. I'm sure you probably used it at least once growing up. So you might be thinking, what if I'm reading a great book in my bed and I want to write something down? A new idea or some amazing passage? Without my phone, what do? Well, no worries. This is where the inexpensive item, the index card, comes in. You can grab 100 of these for no more than $1 at Office Depot, Target, or Amazon. And I like to keep a bunch of these next to my bed and near my desk, so I always have something I can write on. And because they're separate from each other, unlike a notebook, once you're done using one, you can easily recycle them. And they're not just useful for writing notes when you're in bed. You can use them for pretty much anywhere to jot down notes, write out your shopping list, or even to journal on. Number 15 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Shoe horn. Another amazing $10 purchase. Because I'm Asian, I take my shoes off whenever I enter my house, or anyone else's house for that matter. But that also comes with the pain of putting my shoes back on when I'm leaving, right? Well, not anymore. These $10 shoe horns make putting your shoes back on super easy. No need to untie and retie my laces, no need trying to jam my feet in and ruining a perfectly good pair of shoes. An inexpensive shoe horn like this makes putting your shoes back on actually an enjoyable experience. I not only have one at our home entrance, but I keep one in my bag so I don't have to bother the host when I'm visiting their home. Yes, that's right. I bring my own shoe horn. The number 16 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Inbox tray. This one is always sitting on my desk. One of the biggest time and energy sucks is paperwork. Loose receipts that needs to be scanned, notice from the bank that needs to be reviewed, bills that need to get paid, permission forms that needs to be signed. And most often what happens is we try to deal with them as they come. As soon as the mail comes, we try to go through all the bills regardless of the time of the day or if we're in the middle of something. When our kids give us a permission slip from school, we try to review it right away, even though we were just in the middle of finishing off a report for our boss. This is a very ineffective way of getting things done. That's why I love my $10 inbox tray where I throw all my loose paperwork I collect throughout the day. Then I set aside a time at the end of the day where I can go through everything in my inbox. I do this at my time so I can focus on the work at hand. You can get a cheap one like mine, or a slightly fancier, more expensive one like my wife's. The number 17 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. iPad case skins. I have this one on my iPad keyboard. I use my iPad pretty much every day. It's my go-to computer whenever I'm away from my computer. I take it with me whenever we're traveling or even just out for the day. Thus, I have a pricey keyboard case to go along with my iPad. But because I use my iPad so often, the case can get scuffed up if I'm not careful. This is where these $15 case skins come super handy. Not only do they come in many different colors and designs to add a little spice to my iPad case, it protects it from wear and tear. Again, spending $15 to protect my $300 investment is a no-brainer for me. The number 18 inexpensive everyday item that is worth every penny. Fanny Pack. Yes, that's right, I said Fanny Pack. Here's mine that I picked up from Amazon for less than $10. Now, before you go ahead and think that I'm one of those uncool dads that wear their fanny pack across my waist, don't worry. I'm a cool dad, so I wear them across my chest like the Gen Z. What I love about these $10 fanny packs is I can keep all my daily carry with me here. My wallet, my phone, AirPods, Kindle, and index cards. Yes, I know, it's practically a merce, but I'm proud of it. Thank you guys for watching the theme of spending our money in the right way. Please check out my video here about how to spend effectively for maximum happiness. Until next time, all the best.